Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and the Wars Arachknight. This is like the coolest looking one of them all, but does it live up to the cool looks? Well, let's see. First, let's get into who deserves credit for this. We got Dennis Hopeless on writing, Al Garza, sorry, A-L-E Garza on pencils, Victor Olazabra on inks, Ruth Redman on colors, and VC's Joe Caramunga on letters. Humberto Ramos and Edgar Delgato does the cover art, and the variant cover artists are Humberto Ramos, and then Andy Kubert and Maury Hollowell. Okay, so basically this is obviously a combination of Moon Knight and Spider-Man. The problem is I don't see a whole lot of Moon Knight. Okay, it's a kid named Peter, and he's got his Uncle Ben and his Aunt May, and they go into a park, and this big furry green goblin goes and attacks him. Turns out he's not just furry. He seems like he's a combination of Michael Morbius and the Green Goblin, which is weird. Anyway, honestly, aside from the fact that Peter is traumatized and he basically becomes, this split personality, associative dissociation disorder, I forget what it's called. Aside from the fact that he basically is crazy, I don't see any Moon Knight in this. I'm looking on this page, or here's another page over here I can look at. No. What about this? No. All I see in this is Spider-Man, who's a little bit crazy. I think a lot of times we call that Spider-Man noir. I really don't see any Moon Knight in this, and there's a huge loss. There's also like 2 pages of nothing but talking, and it doesn't actually go anywhere. Guys, I really have tried to and I know a lot of you guys are going to like this, and I'm coming down, apparently too hard on it, but again, these are comics that the Infinity Warps, they're not necessary. It was already stated that by, I think it was Joe Quesada or C.B. Cebulski. I think it was C.B. Cebulski who mentioned these are great little fun comic books. They're going to enhance the story, but they're in no way mandatory to read. And this is just one part of that. So it's a story that doesn't go anywhere. We might never see these characters again unless they're backed by popular demand to appear once in a while. But for the most part, yeah, no. And it's a shame because I almost feel like there was an attempt to make a good story here. But I feel like it was too much of an attempt, for me at least, considering that we're probably never going to see these characters again. And once again, if the only thing you know about Moon Knight is that he's crazy and he's got multiple personalities, then that's kind of a shame. And this character is just not going to work in that regard. Need more Moon Knight. We got plenty of Spider-Man in this, but is what it is. Anyway, guys, that's my review. All right. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.